Hey there, and welcome to the wonderful world of powder actuated tools. If you don't know what powder actuated tools are, they use expanding gases from gunpowder, powder load blank, to drive fasteners into concrete and steel in the construction trade. This concept first came about in the early part of the 20th century. The idea was to do quick and temporary repairs to ships, and it was developed before World War II. And during the war, several companies across the country were tasked with building these devices for the war effort. Then after the war, these companies set about trying to use that technology for the civilian market, and that's where powder actuated tools come from. But they also tried some other things, and one of them is right here in front of me. Obviously somebody was sitting around one day and thought, why don't we use the expanding gas from that powder load to remove a clog from some pipes or toilet? And so they came up with this powder actuated plunger. Here's the firing pin right here, and right now it's on safety. You would move it over here and it would fire. And over there is, inside here is where the firing mechanism is, and that's where the powder load. This is a 45 caliber. We also made a 38 caliber. This thing weighs about 11.5 pounds. It's a little over 2 feet tall. It's pretty heavy. There's baffles inside the main body here that keeps you from putting a fastener in, so it will not drive a fastener. And the idea didn't last very long. Turns out that, especially I would imagine with this 45 caliber, the pipes were often rusty and couldn't handle the pressure, and it would blow up the pipes as well as the clog that they were trying to remove. Also, there's a story about one of these devices being demonstrated in a hotel, and you know how the hotels are, they have their bathrooms back to back, toilets on either side of the wall. They proceeded to clog the toilet up with whatever, roll of toilet paper, whatever, and fired one of the devices, and immediately heard a scream as the person on the other side got a bunch of water shot up their rear side, so the story goes. Apparently she wasn't too happy about it either. So these things did not last very long. I don't know if anybody ever revisited the idea. If they tried to go to a 22 once smaller powder loads were developed. I don't know if any of that happened. The 22 caliber powder loads these days and the 27s are for low velocity tools, so they don't have as much powder in them because they use a massive piston to drive the fasteners instead of just the expanding gases. But this is an interesting field device. I'm glad I have it. There's not too many of them left, I'm sure of that. And I can't fire it because I don't have a 45 caliber load to put in it. And the firing pin's a little weak anyway. The spring feels like it's collapsed or something. I don't think it's going to work even if I did try it. But anyway, there's my 45 caliber toilet plunger, commonly called the poop shooter. And thanks for watching, and have a nice day.